news. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So for this video, there's going to be some rain sounds in the background, so hopefully you all find that relaxing. And let's get on to our first piece of news. So, Dragon Ball Z has a new game coming out that's going to be an action RPG. I mentioned it previously on an older video. If you may remember, I talked about how they announced it and all they had was a teaser image. Well, now we have full-on details about this game. It's called Dragon Ball Project Z, and it's an action RPG, so very similar to other action RPGs. Apparently, you are going to be able to interact like in depth in the original Dragon Ball Z story. So I think it starts you out near the beginning of Dragon Ball Z when Raditz shows up, and then like Vegeta and Nappa show up, and then you end up going to planet Namek to fight Frieza and all those other things that ensue after that arc. So they released like a trailer. It doesn't have a lot of information in the trailer, just a few scenes here and there. We don't really get to see combat, so I have no idea how the battle system or action RPG aspect of the game works. But the graphics look very nice, and the game is being developed by CyberConnect 2, and CyberConnect, they're very talented developers, so I have a lot of faith that this game is probably going to be very, very good. And one more thing I noticed, they did not show anything about Cell, the androids, or Majin Buu in the trailer. So even though the game is supposed to take place throughout the Dragon Ball Z series, I'm not sure if it's going to be from like the beginning all the way to the end when you fight like Kid Buu. So I'm kind of curious if it's going to be the entire Dragon Ball Z story or what exactly they're going to have as a story mode in the actual game. But I'm very, very excited, so I can't wait to see what they announce. Next, we have some Overwatch news. This is really cool Overwatch news. There is a brand new map coming very soon. It's a map for Paris, so a French-based map in Overwatch. We already had the Chateau map for Widowmaker, but that was a map that was not an actual like mode in the multiplayer. It was a kind of like free-for-all mode, elimination deathmatch mode. So finally, it seems like Paris is going to be its own like standalone map. Not sure of its relation to Widowmaker aside from the fact that she is also French. So it seems like they're trying to give every character in the game their own map or something like that. So really interested. So far it's only been announced and it's on the PTR, so you're only able to test it out. It's not in the live version of the Overwatch, game yet. No announcement of when it's going to actually be released for everyone. But I can't wait to actually try out this new map. I love that Overwatch continues to add new maps to the game, so I'm very, very happy about this. So apparently Sony is working on PlayStation 5 titles, so the majority of first-party studios at Sony right now, for the PlayStation brand, are not working on PlayStation 4 games anymore. According to a insider that works behind the scenes at the company, he posted some information on a forum, and usually his information is very, very valid. So, he said that Sony this year is moving away from the PlayStation 4, like 2019 for Sony is considered to be like the big last year for the PS4, and then they're going to move on to the PlayStation 5. So all their big first-party developers right now are working on next generation games. So that sounds awesome. I can't wait to see what they have in store. They're probably not going to announce anything this year, but next year I think that's when we're going to get all the big announcements for the PS5 and games that are coming soon. So can't wait to see more about that. Next, Sony revealed the PlayStation Plus games for February. So if you're a PlayStation Plus member and you have a PS4, these are the games that you're going to be receiving this month. They have Hitman, the first season, so it's the complete first season, and For Honor. Those are going to be the big free games for PS4 users this month. And they also announced Metal Gear Solid 4 for PS3 owners, so that's really nice. Apparently, this is the last month that PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 3 games are going to be part of the monthly list of free games. So moving forward, they're actually going to do away with this, so that's a little bit disappointing, but it's understandable. So hopefully we get a lot more like really awesome PS4 games in the next few months. And I can't wait to see what games they actually start announcing and like giving away as part of their subscription service. Oh, and forgot to mention that they are also increasing the save cloud storage limit to 100 gigabytes. So 100 gigabytes of storage for cloud saves. That's very, very big. And I'm really happy about that, so good on you, Sony. Thank you for the increased storage amount. I've really been needing that, so thanks for that. Next, there is a rumor, according to Nikkei, that there is a new Nintendo Switch in development. So, brand new Nintendo Switch hardware could potentially come out later this year. So in 2019, Nintendo is planning on releasing a brand new Nintendo Switch system. Apparently, they want to make something smaller, so a smaller Nintendo Switch, and it's going to be like cheaper, more affordable for people to buy. So I'm thinking maybe they're going to like give it a $60 or $70 price cut, and then make a smaller Nintendo Switch system with like a smaller screen, maybe Joy-Cons that are like attached to the system itself or something like that. Not entirely sure, but yeah, this is what Nintendo usually does with their systems. They release like the Nintendo 3DS, and then like a year or two later they'll release the Nintendo 3DS XL. So they constantly, every few years or so release new iterations of their hardware. So I saw this coming, so definitely probably going to be out sometime near the holiday season this year. But as of right now, there is no official announcement, and it is just a rumor. So next, we have some bizarre news. Metroid Prime 4, the game that a lot of people were extremely excited for, that was coming to the Nintendo Switch, was apparently cancelled, according to Nintendo, and rebooted. And the reason why is because the quality of the game that was in development did not meet Nintendo's standards, so they canceled that project and then gave Metroid Prime 4 to Retro those that don't know, Retro Studios were the original developers for the Metroid Prime games. So, the first 3 games in the Metroid Prime series were all developed by Retro Studios, so fans are very happy about this because they know that Retro knows how to make Metroid games and they can trust the quality of their, development skills for the Metroid series. So, people are kind of sad that the game was cancelled, but they're happy that it's now being, developed by Retro Studios, who are very capable developers for the series that they're working on right now. So, keeping my fingers crossed that maybe we get a new trailer or something later this year. Hopefully the game has been in development for a little bit now and not like a month or something, because if it was just cancelled, that would be crazy. It means that we'd probably have to wait like another few years for the game to actually release now. So, hoping for some news about that real soon. Okay, so the Piranha Plant DLC fighter has been added to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I downloaded it, the DLC. I played as Piranha Plant in Super Smash Bros. Really awesome fighter, really unique moveset. I had a lot of fun. Actually planning on recording a video for the channel, an ASMR video, where I try out Piranha Plant and maybe run through classic mode or something like that. So keep a lookout for that. And apparently there is a corrupting save glitch right now in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So basically, if you have Piranha Plant and you play through All-Star mode, you can potentially risk corrupting your save data. So Nintendo has to patch this, so I recommend not using Piranha Plant in All-Star mode, because you could actually corrupt your save data and ruin your save for Smash Bros. Ultimate, so be careful. So Nintendo had an investors meeting this past week where they announced a lot of their upcoming plans for the company, sales figures, stuff like that. And they basically confirmed that a lot of their already announced games, like the upcoming Pokemon game for this year, Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion 3, etc., all those games are still set for a 2019 release, which is great to hear. I can't wait to play Animal Crossing. I absolutely love that series, so can't wait to play the new one on my Nintendo Switch. And hopefully they have a lot of other, new game announcements as well. Which brings me to my next piece of news about Nintendo in this investors meeting. So, Nintendo was really cryptic with their investors. They basically gave out no details about what they meant, but they gave a statement saying that they have very special and unique titles in development for the Nintendo Switch that fans are absolutely going to love. So, people are speculating maybe this means a new Legend of Zelda game, maybe a new Super Mario game, maybe it's like a return of an old series like F-Zero or something like that. But yeah, Nintendo apparently has a super secret game, or multiple secret games, that they have not announced yet and that they're planning to reveal this year. So I'm really excited, and hopefully we get some news about what these unannounced games are in the next few months leading up to E3. So really excited about that. I'm wondering if maybe it could be Mother 3. If we're finally going to get the sequel to Earthbound, that would be awesome. So keeping my fingers crossed that maybe it's something crazy like that. Next, there's news that Nintendo is planning on opening a Nintendo store in Tokyo, Japan. So, for those that don't know, there is a Nintendo World store in New York City. place. People come from all over the world to visit. Lots of Nintendo fans go there. There's usually like a very big line where people try to buy their systems on launch day when they release at the Nintendo World Store. What they're trying to do now is create one in Japan for the Japanese audience and for potential fans that come, to Japan for a trip or visit or something, vacation, to get to check out the Nintendo Japanese store. So it's going to be in Shibuya, and it's going to be part of this huge mall complex that they're building. So I'm not sure if there's going to be other stores, but there's only an image right now, and apparently it's going to be opening sometime this fall. So later this year is going to be the grand opening for this. So really excited. Hopefully we get some more pictures or news about this. I know a lot of Nintendo fans are going to be really excited, so if they go on vacation to Japan, they're probably going to end up visiting this store. So that's nice. And last piece of news, so the Universal Studios theme park in Japan is going to be officially opening the Super Nintendo World part of their theme park in 2020, so next year. And according to Nintendo, they are going to open the theme park before the 2020 Olympics. So I think what Nintendo and Universal are trying to do is they know that 2020 is going to be a very big year for Japan because the Olympics are going to be there. And a lot of tourists and people on vacation that are going to be ending up in Japan are probably going to be Nintendo fans, possibly. So they want to have a theme park where these people will be able to go for a day or a weekend, maybe visit, spend some money. So I think that's why they're trying to finish this theme park by that date. So that's pretty cool. I wonder what kind of rides and, attractions there's going to be at this Super Nintendo World theme park at Universal Studios in Japan. I bet there's going to be a lot of really cool things, so can't wait for them to reveal some images about, the rides and attractions that they're going to be having, so can't wait for that. I'm actually really excited because this is the first time that there's going to be like a big Nintendo theme park with Nintendo-themed rides and stuff like that. I wonder if they're going to have like a Legend of Zelda roller coaster or something crazy, so can't wait to hear more news about that. And there's also some news about the Super Mario Brothers movie. For those that don't know, Nintendo and Illumination Studios are working together to animate and bring to life Super Mario Brothers as an animated movie, and that it's coming out sometime in 2022. So yeah, that's like 3 or more years away from now, so that's a long time. But yeah, it's currently, they're working on it, and that's the estimated release date for this movie. So I'm really hyped. I'm hoping this Super Mario Brothers movie is really good, because the one that came out in the 90s was terrible. And it's considered to be one of the worst Super Mario and video game movies ever made. So hopefully this new movie, since it's going to be animated and supervised by Nintendo, so hopefully the quality is much better and the movie actually ends up being really good. So that's it for this week. I hope you all enjoyed the news and the rain sounds. Let me know if you enjoyed listening or watching this ASMR Gaming News video. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll be sure to have a new ASMR gaming video out very, very soon. So if you want to help support the channel, check out my Patreon at patreon.com/ASMRGaming. With as little as $1 a month, you can really help out the channel, and it means a lot. And other than that, I will see you all next time, so Thanks again for watching, and so long.